Players of the past across New England, the keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Gillette. Antonio Gibson now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's third overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On play action, here's May. He lofts one deep, center of the field. They connect on the deep shot. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
May on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll go down here, comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, it's May. Complete to Diggs out left. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. 7,
Panthers nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Renfro on the catch. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now, Young. And he covered just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st down, Panthers.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun, Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Young working from the gun. That one connects. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Hubbard. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Young. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Off the play action, May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Mario Douglas, the intended target. So second down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, it's Gibson. Juke the defender. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another Patriots first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Here's May. It's downfield, near the edge. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Andre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook was wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lay out the play fake. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Tight end going in motion here. 1st and goal, Stevenson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here's made in the air. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Made a throw it. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And he drives this forward to the 6.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
The Patriots field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
Corey Gallis connects. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. From the pistol, it's Young. Complete to Tremble. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he'll get it up near the 3-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On play action, here's Young. To the left side, Sanders has it. And he looks it forward to the 43-yard line. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. Past midfield at the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Panthers.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing. Those blockers just knocking people off the ball. Well, he cleared the way so that running back could show off his speed.
And also running just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits his running back. No one around, he's got space. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. First down from the red zone. This throw is cut. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal. Hubbard does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Only need about half a yard, if that, Brock. This is 3rd and goal. Young's going to sneak it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
14. Patriots 10.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's May. Finds him on the crossing route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They go again with Stevenson. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Patriots. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Here he goes on the bootleg. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. May now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Playing really good goal line defense, Kate. It's like playing really good triple option defense. It takes everybody doing their job. Offenses in the league today, they love to get those tight ends out in space. If you got to win mano a mano, it's exactly what they did.
They'll send their tight end right. Here's May, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots with a slim 2-point lead early. A quick second score for him, Brock, already, and we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Borregales on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots push their lead to 3.
17. Panthers 14.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, this is ETN. Jukes out a one stop. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And he sure has proven to be a handful for him, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They run again with Hubbard. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
On the tackle.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. It's a 17-14 ball game. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got a first to begin the frame. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He loses the football. And that looks like it is Patriots football. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Young looking to throw. That pass caught by Renfro. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, it's Hubbard. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Cut down the field, Leggett. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? O-T-B, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Now they send their back in motion right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
21. Patriots 17.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards. That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, May. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. The give inside to Stevenson. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Patriots first down.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
May on first and 10. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And they'll fire ahead for a few. It's third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's see what they draw up on this third and 7. Operating from the gun, here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
So now on fourth down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. Borregales connects. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. On the return, this is ETN. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Young working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and watches the tape the next day, but he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
5 men in the secondary for the Pats. Third down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Complete beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. He breaks the tackle, and he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
They send a tight end in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Young on the play action. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Panthers.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Looking to throw, Young. He's running with it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grow the lead to 7. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And 3 first-half rushing touchdowns for him now, Brock. He's shouldering the load for him in scoring, no doubt. But we also have to keep in mind he's very close to what could be tying or even breaking the single-game record for a QB. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers grow their lead to 8.
28. Patriots 20.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following his efforts. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first-half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play action, May. That one's complete over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
They go play action. Here's May. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
May off the play fake. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's May again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
You know, that kind of game may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hubbard again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Now Young. He's running for it. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. Gets up the edge to the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Counterplay, Hubbard. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard again. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young throwing here. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Jukes one defender, and he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. And it's the Panthers. With it, 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Connecting on the slant. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Here's Young to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This one from 47 yards away. Fitzgerald sends this through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Running a screen for Stevenson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. May now from the gun. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing again. It's May. Finds him on the slant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Again, it's May. We'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Borregales connects. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Start of this 3rd quarter, it's Hubbard. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
1st down, Carolina.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Hubbard. Escapes a defender. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Dowdle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. Able to find Renfro here. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They run it with Hubbard. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They run again with Hubbard. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers lead by 15 now.
Patriots 23.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Patriots offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Throwing the out route complete. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
That's interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They go again with Stevenson, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Stevenson with another carry. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On the draw to give to Stevenson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Man in motion, headed right. Stevenson gets it on 3rd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Derek Brown on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's May. Dumped off to his running back. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borigalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Borigalis connects, and doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
That's now 4 field goals for him, and he's doing his part to try and give them a chance to win this game, but one kicker, he's not going to overcome everything with this team. He needs his guys to start sending them out there for extra points, and his defense to start getting some stops.
Now Borigalis on to send it away. Dowdle now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers and Teteroa McMillan taking over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
The 27-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Trying this up the gut. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Hubbard quick on the draw. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll send him over right. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Setting up the running back screen. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Inside, give to Dowdle. Open space inside the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Completed to his running back. He'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
4 yards on
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Young working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. He was good on his first attempt and his second from a little over 45 here. Fitzgerald sends this through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Carolina.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. May looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is May. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Man, he really lobbed that one downfield, didn't he? Tried to lay it in there for a big completion. I think he just got a little too much loft on it, though, and it's intercepted.
I really do think in that spot, though, Kate, it was the right type of throw.
Yeah.
But that air, in this league, you put air on the football as a quarterback, you better be exactly right, because as fast as these defenders are, they can recover and go get it, which they did right there.
The Panthers set to take the field. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Robs by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the pistol, it's Young. And the cover but just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw. Here's Young. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
He's down straight up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Young. He's keeping it. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Young's going to sneak it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd down and goal.
1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the set. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. And if you were the trivia fanatic who knew that Billy Kilmer and Bobby Douglas shared the record for rushing scores in one game by a quarterback, well, congratulations to you. And congratulations to him now because he's just joined those two as the only QBs to take it in 4 times in one contest. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers grow the lead now to 22 points.
Patriots 26.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
Fielded at the 7. Juke the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Three quarters in the books from this one. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by May. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
At the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Quick on the draw to Gibson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. May now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. May now. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
So May brings the Patriots up to go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point.
He's throwing for it! Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, this is Etienne. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Panthers.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, It was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Now it's Young. Dump off caught by his back. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. On play action, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Another try following the sack. Stays in the pocket, and they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Operating from the gun. Here's May. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now start on the ground. Gallup nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Here's Dowdle again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. A gain of 9 yards. And a Panther first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
11 on the play. First down, Carolina.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
It's Young to throw here on first. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Complete to Tataroa McMillan. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Going right side, Dowdle with it. Takes out a one-stop. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
A 41-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this through and make this a 19.3 score advantage.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. The Patriots running their offense out there. And scoring hasn't been the issue for them, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. May. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Chased out to his right. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
Gain of 7.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Made a throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Running it again with Gibson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. Here's May. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Going down on the run. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the option, it's Dowdle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Panther 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
On the counter, Dowdle. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. McMillan on the slant. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Handoff here to Sanders. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Panthers can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Dowdle. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. The inside give to Dowdle. And he gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Young working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers continue piling onto this lead.
Patriots 32.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
On the return, here's Gibson. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The New England offense running out now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting the drive here with Gibson. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. One final shot here. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.